that though? Like maybe she just wants to haunt him. If I take her bones to him, she just wants to like torment him. Spider had you throw your headset and jump out of your chair. Spiders, man. Always come out of nowhere. A little black one that bites. Ah, that sucks. I'm gonna say it.
Really sad story, but something's not right. Got a feeling.
What is it?
You're not telling me everything. You know the island's dangerous, but refuse to tell me about the monster that lives here.
There is no monster.
I think you're lying. Question is, why? To protect the beast? Or is it that...
Stop! I will not hear this!
I can't help you. Taking anything off this cursed island, from any cursed place, just too dangerous. And a dead woman's bones, that's asking for trouble.
They said witches are heartless beasts. Will you bring Graham here then? I so long to say goodbye.
Annabelle, listen.
You never wished to help me, and here I have someone would finally take pity on
Uh-oh.
me.
Yep. Ah, fuck, the rats are on her side too.
Gotta catch them.
I'm supposed to chase her, I guess. Where'd she go? She's way ahead of me, I think. Come on, come on. Oh, she's one of the plague. She's a plague maiden or plague wraith. Fuck, how did she go in the basement? Gosh. Poisoned. Ah. God, I'm barely damaging her at all. Fuck, I only had one healing potion. God damn it. Okay, I can't stun her. Fuck. It's gonna be impossible for me to get to meditate and get more potions, I think. Maybe I can run away far enough to do that, hopefully. Plague Maidens. Vulnerable against Yurden, okay. Yeah, I don't think I can get far enough away to meditate at all. If I go too far, it's probably gonna like automatically make me fail. There we go. Now we're doing some damage. Come on in. Alright.
What was that? It sounded for a moment like you joined the race yourself.
Had to fight a pester.
A pester?
Testa.
And did you learn how to lift the curse before you lunged at her, sword in hand?
Yeah, we talked a bit. Looks like I need to get her beloved to the island. Fisherman named Graham.
I know the man. He lives in Oriton, village on the lakeshore. Find him immediately. We're close to unraveling this. I can feel it.
Alright. Thought that was going to be a lot harder than it was. Pretty sure there's some stuff up here and didn't get a chance to look over. Few things. Potion vial. I guess that was the potion she drank before she was eaten alive. Ah, yeah, the logs. No more ghosts in here, are there?
Kept in there until the end. What a shitty way to die.
Yep. Think I could survive if I land in the water? I'm guessing not. Alright, let's read those logs real quick and meditate real quick. Mage Alexander's Log, Part 1. Day 237. My experiments continue to return results I must consider unreliable. Methodological errors are not at fault. The problem lies in the shoddy and fallible research material I am forced to work with. Despite his prior assurance, Vessered is unable to provide me with enough moderately healthy specimens for my tests. Most of the material is starved and terrified, having been dragged here straight from the dungeon. I waste a great deal of time daily washing and delousing them before I will so much as let them step foot into my laboratory. Sterility first. As Marty Sodergren managed to prove in her little-known work, the attitude of a patient undergoing treatment can have a significant impact on the battle against the disease. Unfortunately, the volunteers with which I am supplied do not show sufficient comprehension, let alone enthusiasm, for the noble work in which they are taking part. In fact, it seems they consider the research part of their punishment. I've tried a few times, though I am not but a poor speaker, to convince them that they are contributing to the eradication of one of the greatest plagues tormenting mankind. I had the distinct impression that they understood little, but perhaps their stupor was merely the result of the early stages of the illness. Of course, it is impossible to achieve success without significant sacrifices. The overwhelming majority of them will have to lay down their trifling lives on the altar of learning, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Day 346. I never did like rats. Not because of their obscene tales, but rather on account of their lively, disturbing intelligence. They're always listening when a man believes he is only talking to himself, and what's worse, they seem to understand. A few days ago I caught myself talking to one of them, to a particularly large black male with a torn-off ear. At first I was overcome by panic. Was this a first manifestation of the illness? Of course that was impossible, for I had fortified my immunity with powerful spells. Upon further consideration, I concluded it was an altogether natural reflex, one even the most learned among us find hard to restrain. We mages like to be listened to. I placed the black rat in a separate cage. The time will come for it to play a part in the tests. Meanwhile, it can keep me company and observe. I've noticed it looks with great concentration at the cages of its infected brethren, particularly those in the last stages of illness. Fascinating. Speaking of company, I have none, besides the black rat, and cannot hope for better. Vessered avoids the laboratory and has expressed his desire for his daughter to steer clear of me as well. At first I thought he feared a moral scandal, which would be risible in the extreme, but he explained the true reason in due course. It seems Annabelle has always possessed a fragile psychic constitution. Observing the ill might throw her into foul humors. The peasants taking part in the study have stopped speaking to me. I don't know what they believe this little act of defiance will serve. It does me no harm. They made for lousy conversation partners. There remains, of course, the woman, but as for her, I try to limit my contact. Day 362. My black rat has died. Today I found him curled up in his cage. I suspected he had become infected on accident, but during the autopsy I did not uncover any signs of illness. He was also perfectly well fed. Strange. From a medical point of view, his death remains unexplained, something which I must admit irritates the scholar in me. But as mentioned previously, I'm not particularly fond of rats. Interesting little tidbit. Ew. Went out here before, right? Yeah. Um. Alright. Where is this Graham dude at? Over there. Looks like we have a boat nearby. Allergies? Could be. I don't know. I just have bad sinuses in general. Don't really think it's allergies. But, could be. I do get them now and then. If it's allergies, it would be much worse than this, though, I think. Alright. There's nothing else on this island, is there? That I didn't check out? No. I wonder if there like are any like huge waves when storms are going on. That'd be cool. Alrighty. Did I see Batman on sale? I already pre-ordered it a couple weeks ago, I think, because I had a 40% off coupon, so I got it for like 36 bucks. Not sure you can really beat that. All right.
Talk.
You deaf, damn it! I told you. Who are you?
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me soon as I sold them fish.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it. For Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape. First, then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower, hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
Said you were hollering as you fled the tower, the island. What exactly did you say?
I don't remember. I wanted them to pay for what they'd done to her.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, evil intent, strong emotions of any kind can activate it. Your words could be the curse's source.
She took the poison because of them.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
That means... Is she... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to a ghost. By the time she awoke, tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
She was alive the whole time? But... Can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse. I shook her, begged her, open your eyes. I never thought...
It's not your fault. No guilt in not knowing, and you couldn't know it wasn't poison she drank.
Gods, what have I done? If I had stayed behind to bury her, I didn't notice she was alive. It might have ended different, ended well.
If you'd stayed on the island, I doubt you'd have survived.
I'd take death over leaving her to the rats like that. But there's naught I can do about it now.
Wrong on that count.
Yeah, I was trying to avoid saying that. Like, you didn't have to tell her that it was just a sleeping potion. But that was my only option that I had left.
Annabelle needs you. You can help her.
She's still there? In the tower? Can I see her?
Yeah. One thing you should know, though. In death, Annabelle turned into a pesta.
Pester? What's that?
More than a restless ghost. A plague maiden. A powerful wraith filled with grief and hatred that drive her. Give her the power to sow disease and death.
She suffers. How am I to help her? Gods know I'm willing.
A curse has imprisoned Annabelle and the other spirits on the island. Love can shatter its power, free her and them.
Just as in the legends.
If you know the legends, you know one kiss is enough to break an evil spell. On one condition. That it's a kiss from someone whose love is true.
I told you. I said I love her with all my heart. Take me to her, please.
It's dangerous. There are risks involved. Understand that, don't you?
Of course. I'm no coward. I'll not run this time.
Nothing. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Let's go to the tower.
I guess I'm supposed to, Oh wait, we're at the tower. What the fuck? Okay. Son of a bitch.
We wandered this place because of you.
I've waited long enough for revenge.
Fuck. Was not expecting that. I really hate fighting those things in close quarters. Hopefully it starts me right there. I can't remember if I did save right there or not.
Let's go to the tower.
Alright.
waited long enough for revenge.
Through here, I still hoped Annabelle and me would. It weren't impossible. We could have been together, and now she's dead. And it's my fault. If only I'd been able to protect her.
Can't change the past, but you can still help Annabelle to move on, to rest in peace.
It's terrifying here. It's too quiet.
Chop, chop. Speed up. Let's get this over with.
I remember the screams. Inhuman they were. Now it's silent. They're dead. All dead.
Come on, come out. I know there's gonna be more of you.
Keep walking.
Alright, well, maybe there won't be any more till we get to the top. Although someone's standing at the top of the stairs for a second.
You have not forgotten. You've returned for me.
Is that?
It's me. The one you abandoned, remember?
I was sure you was dead. If I'd known otherwise, I'd never have left you. I'd do anything for you. I would. You know that well. Believe me, I beg you.